Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4, into the finale. We've got a couple of things left to do, but we should be able to beat our Lost Wizard campaign today. So we're going to dive right in. We have a artifact quest that we just collected the third last artifact for, so we get to start up the final phase of this quest, which I've never seen before. I'm very excited for it. And then we are sieging down the capital of Ruffheim to wipe this guy out. And then I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to bind the 3 magic wonders and let everyone else come to us. We began on an intern. Let's begin on an intern and keep things cruising along. We got to play a little bit of Oblivion this morning, which was a lot of fun. My very first look at Oblivion. And it went about as expected. I got distracted by everything you can possibly imagine. I went off and did every quest that wasn't even a quest. And played like a true orc would. It was a lot of fun. Tried to be good, steal a guard's force. Listen, it's a good time. It's a good time. Honestly, it's pretty good for a remaster. I mean, it feels like a modern game. Ooh. This is great. He just showed up to defend Ruffheim, which means if we burn down the city, we kill him with it, which means he gets wiped out entirely. So Rotstake will become a free city. So will Crush Rock. Basically, all of these will just become free cities. That makes my life a lot easier. Now, that being said, his army here is serious business. The Last Legion. Examining the flow rock artifacts you possess, they suddenly spark alive, and within the triangle they form. A clay defender rises, pulled from the realm's depths. You have summoned us to your aid, master, it asks, uttering in a mouthless voice. We have slumbered throughout the ages, lingering in wait below the earth. Is this the day that we finally rise, driving off the invaders that threaten Meridia? In your mind, the images of endless lines of clay soldiers form, opening their eyeless, lidless eyes within eternal tombs, their flanks warded by levitating weapons of the old giant kings, bound by an undying magic. The Last Legion awaits its orders. We are defenders of Meridia. Speak the word and we will drive off any invaders. An army of clay soldiers and animated weapons will appear for each other player's city and attack them. Those players will gain major grievances against you when this happens. For the rest of the game, you become known as the Last Legion Centurion, unlocking the recruitment of clay soldiers and animated weapons in your cities. They gain 2 extra starting ranks upon recruitment. In addition, animated weapons you control gain Legion. No way. You will call upon the Last Legion one after the other as actual defenders. Oh my god. Unleash the Last Legion on this realm. In 3 turns, every city is going to be attacked by multiple armies. This is incredible. This is so very good. Let's grab Chaos Eaters. Oh, I should have probably actually researched Age of Chaos. Let's do that next. We can do both. We can do it. Yes, we can. I think these guys are fine here. Sick. We're also now... Oh my god. Because we can make animated fire, frost, and lightning swords and regular swords, I guess, we also have a chance of spawning them whenever we kill something, and they spawn as legendary. Ice bows, ice glaive, lava bows, hammers, shields, storm glaives, storm shields. And then all the clay defenders come in as champions? Oh, well, all right. We're changing the layup after these guys are built. Kind of feels like we got everything we need now. We're ready to take on the world. So I guess let's I'm gonna leave 3 armies up there by that tree. Basically, I'm gonna start moving armies towards all the different trees, all the different golden wonders, since that's the next thing we need to do. These guys are building an outpost here, so they can actually just chill out. And you guys have just been blowing up everything in and around here. Give you an astral siphoner. What does this look like as an attack? 5,000 versus 6,000. It's not great. Could be better. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So I guess I'm going to move you up to that tree. We'll get invaded from a few different sides. I have negative Imperium, so I can't summon anything that's like tier 4 anymore. This is the big thing we have to remember. Let's cast guided projectiles first, though. So at least we have that going. Giving the Legion soldier a love tap. It's just the soldier doesn't understand us orcs. Orcs are made to fight. They just want a good crumpin'. Surely they must understand that. My allies are going to love this trick. Yeah, I mean, this guy is vassaled, so I'm not worried about him. This guy... we'll see how it goes. I can't imagine we're going to succeed at burning down a lot of cities with this, but I don't know. With all the hostile armies on the map, it's possible. It is very, very possible. All right, so I'm just going to put you guys on camp. You guys can come up here. I guess you guys can come up here. So many just random armies around all over the place. Sort of hard to tell what to do with any of them. Oh, these are bad guys. Making their way up to us. Yeah, let's... $1,600. Yeah, that's no problem. Wipe out the pack of them. Just for good measure. Unnecessarily lose a hero. But we can bring him back. And he comes back as an undead, so... it's got its perks. You guys are good, you guys are good, you guys are good. Guided projectiles can cast. Let's start binding ancient gold wonders, which we don't have the money for. Let's start buying mana. Hopefully this guy will provide us with quite a bit of mana. Ooh, you don't want to do this for cheap. But I have like infinite gold, so... All right, that'll do for you. We've got full map hacks. I don't know that we need them, though. Right now, I'd rather hold on to the Imperium just because we're bleeding it. New rally has started. But again, I don't really want to be like recruiting anything extra because of our Imperium. Buy off the grievances. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, they probably won't stay mad for very long. This is, I'm just going to set up a teleporter down here just so I have an offensive base that we can work from. Sons of Hyperion, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Lunch, Lady Doris, have you got any mana? Then power me up. Very much the vibe. I mean, if it takes 2 turns, we're making 200 a turn. As long as I don't spend mana on other things, he says, going into a fight that he's almost certainly going to have to spend mana on. Here I wanted today to clip along. And they gonna make me scrap it out instead. Warrior's Fury Paragon. All right, let's start with the Ghost Fireswarm. Good measure. He's jammed, but I'm not. Dude, I don't know like what is real in these armies and what is summoned anymore. Flesh Abomination is a summon. What? I think I'm just at the point where I'm like, everything is so unimportant. Like we're allowed to kill any units we want. Everything is replaceable. We are chaos. I'd prefer not to get like donged by too many attacks, but I don't really imagine I have a say in that matter. I can't do that, can I? Astral pull a catapult? Who is wounded? That guy is, but I don't really have a druid over there. I gotta try it again. Oh, you can. That's so funny. Well, that's one catapult down. Give them some regeneration. And then I'd like to Eldritch Phase with you. Ooh, no, you've got an Astral Storm here you can cast, actually. So I'm going to cast that instead. Oh, I could have pulled with you, too. Ah, well. So what are we looking at? We've got Ignoth, who is a big ritualist dragon, Materium dragon. They've got a ton of heroes over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes. 5 heroes. Oh, that's why they have so much strength in this fight. They've just got a bunch of heroes. We can solve that. That's a fixable problem. Level 18 ruler? On me or them? On them. Oh, yeah. The regenerating infestations causes the computer to get level ups a lot faster than normal. And I would highly suspect is the reason why here. Do I buff all of my units or do I damage all of theirs? I think I buff all of mine right now. Killing momentum, hastened, strengthen 3. You can devour mind. 100% chance of insanity. I'm just going to go for that if it's the case. Get rid of those catapults. Kind of want to just grab that tower again. But I think we can just do a bunch of damage to it instead. Durkog does not yet have tireless defense. So I got to be a little bit careful with him. That way he gets his tireless defense. Ooh, I gotta not forget about killing momentum here. Well, you have pinning thrust, so that's an obvious choice to hit the 2 of them. They're both immobilized now. Let's wail on this guy as much as possible. You actually have a few things I could do with, so I'm going to hold off on you. Hit that guy with the Ghost Fire Strike. You've got a few you could hit. Let's bring the Flesh Abomination up here. On one hand, I got zombies. The other hand, I got berserkers. Let's get the Zerky in here. Get the zombie up here to just plug the gap. I could just drive that zombie insane. Though it seems kind of like it would be a waste of time. We'll teleport with you, and I think summon the tier 3 animal. Caustic Eruption. All right, you're gonna go here. You're gonna get rid of his retaliation attack, so this zombie can just, this Mage Bane can just wail on him. Sorry. And then I guess that accursed ogre is just going to come in and finish him off. I think we have lots of options here. I'd love for you to be up against them. Let's start on the outside in. We'll send the Astral Siphoner against him just so it locks down his charge. I'm going to run up here and charge that dweeb. Then we'll run up here and we'll charge him with the Accursed Ogre. This zombie can kill the catapult. And the Mage Banes can fly, so... You had killing momentum, so you can break a wall. And then look at that. Slip away. Not today. So that should trigger his restart the cycle as well. So we get a free big heal there. These our skeleton archers are doing even insane amounts of damage. Sure, we'll have you kill him. It's hard to say who's like the bigger threat here. I'm gonna say this guy because he's got a howl and he's gonna howl and hit all those people. All right, promising opening. That guy's insane, so he's not meant to be attacking me when he can attack that zombie, but... Resurrection. Dominated. Dominated. Uh-oh. It's like, how many nymphs do they have? Taunted. There's actually so many debuffs on the computer right now. That's okay. Those are level 1 Inferno puppies. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, okay, okay. She's going to be able to triple attack him and stun him. Oh, that ain't too bad. So the real question here is, do I cast Fan the Inferno? Oh, you went Berserk. You also went Berserk. That's only a zombie. And a Splitterling. I could do a Comet of Calamity here. Doing 30 damage, plus 10 fire, plus 2 stacks of Ghost Fire, plus 50% chance of Frozen, plus Misfortune. My other option was like Fan the Inferno and just hit all of them with 15 fire damage and burning. Also Misfortune. I do really like this 50% chance of Frozen. So I tell you what, why don't I just... These zombies are going to get torn up anyway. Oh, that's my Berserker. Ah, whatever. Oh, no critical. Have a really nice Conjure Wild Growth there we could hit. Of course, also have tons of summons. We also have free Devastator Spheres, which I totally forgot about. What I really need to do is get rid of these dominated, well, these dominators. Which unfortunately is just easier said than done. Always attacks the closest allied target. There were totally zombies there he could have attacked. That guy berserked. All right, I'm gonna have you get rid of that tower. That's pretty solid damage. It gets rid of my splitterling, but at good cost. Livy, hello. Then I can have him kill you. Actually, I could have done that much better, but oh well. I'd like to get a kill on that hero. But if I do it, I'm only left with 1 point moves. Summon Lesser Spirit, Conjure, regular Undergrowth, Debilitate, which is good. I guess my question is also, like, can anyone else get in there? No. So it's really gotta kind of be him to do that. You get killing momentum right now. The damnable dogs have slip away. I'm gonna greater empower that guy. I should have done that before he cast a spell, but sure. Let's bring Sir Eric the Berserker back as a decaying zombie. My big threat here is, like, yeah, this charger could come in here and do mega damage to me right now. You charge and displace. That guy is frozen. Yeah, see, I can't get to that nymph. And I don't have any pulls left either, so. Are you my guy? No. They dominated him and they dominated him. They didn't dominate anyone over here. So you have a kill. Ah, except he's a berserker, so you don't actually have a kill. You have a kill, though. 120 damage. Yo, her Kung Fu is strong. Her Kung Fu is very strong. Now that's interesting. I do have a shot here, but it's not quite enough for what I really need. But it's a step in the right direction. I think if I put you here, it means that guy can't actually move. So I'll just do that. Fly you over. This side is kind of the danger side right now. You're probably sacrificed. So we'll just tic-tac him with some ghost fire and keep moving. Whew, man. You modded Baldur's Gate 3, was only intending for 2 mods. How heavily did you mod it? Baldur's Gate just got that huge new update with all the new subclasses. That's got me very, very interested to check it out. 25 degrees in the UK today. Oh my God. That is hot, hot, hot. Nice. Okay, now the insanity is working. There goes my wizard. Shocked that guy did so much damage. Oh! There goes Durkhog. I guess he doesn't have charge resistance yet, so he's not actually immune to people charging him. You're okay. You're just trying to kill zombies. It's no issue. You're killing zombies. It's no issue. Multiple big attacks across the board. Do I have enough mana to cast anything right now? I have 47 mana. You have a ton of positive status effects. I'm going to corrupt them. He also has a bunch. Let's go here. Poisoned, weakened. Still insane. I can't get to that nymph still as well. Unless... Oh. Guess I deserved that. Give me back my berserker. You're gonna have to go over here so I can free up this caster. Couple big shots. Oh, not necessarily enough. That's almost enough at 28. All right, Mage Bane, you eat him. Zombies, you can come in here. You guys, you can come in here. Technically, if I can get to Durkhog's corpse, I can restart the cycle. Wow. They have slip away, but that's okay. That's why I saved the ogre there. I'll start rushing across in this direction. Oh, I've got the kill now. Beautiful. So that frees up these astral siphoners, and we're starting to see all of them are now panicking. Yeah, I love that I managed to get a pull kill. That feels very nice. That ogre is meant to be insane, but... we'll see how that works out. Zombies, come on over. You come on over. You come on over. I don't want that guy to die. You're condemned and diseased, but you also have the super restoration on you. I guess we can just weaken the whole pack of them over here. I guess somehow I missed that dragon. We'll re-up our Cosmic Storm. Smash down some walls. All right, so everybody but their lord there should be retreating. Oh, and this guy wants to retreat, but he's insane. Let me get to Durkog. Just out of range. That's fine. These guys aren't going anywhere. Kerblam! Kerblam! I mean, we could just raise Durkog, but I think I'd rather we hit him with the good stuff. Rot away. Target unit sustains damage and for 3 turns gains decaying to poisoned, disease, increased accuracy, and ignores status resistance. Hard not to hit you with that. Somehow it strengthened you. It also didn't make you any of the things. Are you immune to status effects? You are. Wow. Outside of his terrible item, this guy's got good stuff. His terrible main item. Those guys aren't going to make it over, so we'll just keep cooking. Yeah, he's trying to run now. Durkog returns. And he's bad. You know what? This seems like a auto combat situation. Let them finish it off for me. Feeling like I sweat off a kilo when you were at your grandparents' place because they don't like air conditioning and their house is old, stuffy insulation. I mean, that was a big problem that like England had last year with the big heat waves, is they all realized like, oh, all of our houses are designed to hold in heat, not let out heat. And so it was like particularly nasty there. Wow, we're just gonna let this dragon escape? Are you serious? Guys, we had like one job this fight. I don't know what it means if he's routed. I don't think routed and in the astral realm count as the same thing. No, he's in the void. Okay. So he's dead if we destroy Ruffheim right now. We're good. We're good. We got it. I got panicked for a second. Bird? Lost me a Houndmaster, I did. Sure. The free city of Dondel greets you with restrained disdain. Your reputation is known far and wide. We admit your methods vary greatly from our own, so we request you rein in your darker aspirations. Splendor. Here's the Age of Chaos. Let's grab... This would give us phase beasts. Let's grab phase beasts.
The mage who fully utilizes the potential.
I was just thinking we don't have enough ways. We don't have enough summonable creatures, so. All right, and these guys are toast. Ah, I lost my gemcaster. That's a shame. That's a really cool unit. But I don't think a big deal. Ignoth is cast into the astral void, banishing from this realm. We'll take some Imperium out of it. We're going to raise your city to the ground. I get bonuses for being at war with people, so why the hell not just stay at war with everybody? Yeah. And we'll vibe with them up there.
Here can Agent. Love the for content.
Thank you so much, Aggressive Time Killer. Thank you for the 2 months on the primer. Much obliged. Very much obliged. What if I just did like... What would an army of 6 frost swords look like? 6 fire swords, I mean. I just want to send all these skeletons over to these free cities. Leave these guys to do their thing. I guess I can't siege a city without a hero, so we'll need somebody else over there. But not many. The last legion is preparing the assault on the realm. This should spawn next turn. Whew. All right, well, I'm glad we got rid of him. Sky Shatter's the only one we're at war with, but Blint is like... He's like below this cave. There's some cave over here. This cave. Yeah, so he's kind of a pain to get to. Would have to go through Saint Spire to get to him. That being said, I think we're going to pull back and just do the magic victory. I don't see any need to carve through all this. Just grinding through the monster dens en route is enough of an issue. Like, my dudes, I'm trying to burn down this city for you monsters. You don't need to attack me while I'm doing that. It's not necessary. The last legion arrives in terrible splendors. The hour is nigh, master. A clay arbalist that manifests itself deep in your throne room speaks. Today we climb from the deep chambers to defend the vestiges of Meridia. At last our purpose will be fulfilled. The countless armies of the legion start their march against the other Godir. Realizing your treachery, they curse your name, yet it is too late. Our battalion is yours to command. May you lead us to victory. Crisis army. I mean, they're not that strong. Sorry about that, bud. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. The other guy, I don't care about. There's one ancient wonder. We produced 3 fire swords in a single turn. That's kind of fun. Some more skeletons to go over here. This city is burned down. I mean, I might as well let these armies just continue on their warpath. Frankly, no reason not to. You guys get to all nap here. You guys are waiting on a teleporter. Okay. Waiting on a teleporter. Waiting on everybody in front of you. Waiting on a teleporter. Vibin. Durkog picks up weakening strikes and his level 16 ability, which I guess is going to be controlled chaos. 30% fumble chance. I also love Eternal One. This guy dies a lot. I think I have to take Eternal One. There's charge defense as well, but he's got to get one more level for that. Okay. Yeah, I like that those grievances were not that much to buy off either. Relatively cheap, all things considered. You know, and it looks like this is just monster dens on the way to Saintspire. So if I just sort of roll forward with my skeletons. Gain 40 binding fragments when the last legion raises a city. Cool. I don't think they are gonna be able to succeed much, but I don't know. They're also attacking every city all at once. So it's like the computer's not going to be able to actually reinforce cities, but boo, 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 boo. 2,000, 3,000. They're about 3,000 points. Even sort of the trash armies are sitting at 1,000 here, so. We see how they do. Monkeys, leave me alone. Begone ye, monkeys. What would be really cool is if they managed to destroy like the capital city down here. Your enemy of Isentor approaches. A thin veneer of pride fails to hide his obvious desperation. We're at war. It could go either way. For you, this would be another notch on your war table. For me, it means much more. I fear that my subjects are losing faith in me. Surrender, I beg you. With Isentor. You are pathetic. Someone beat my army. I guess I shouldn't be all that surprised. You guys come on down. You guys come on down. You guys come on down. Actually, not you. Because you have Siege Master. So you produce better siege. It's gonna be 2 turns no matter how I cut this, so we'll just go like that. Yep. Skeletons. These aren't the swords I made. Oh, where did these come from? Am I just getting random swords here as well? So a full army of swords is only 700 points, which is pretty bad. I'm getting this feeling that every time the Lost Legion dies, they respawn in my capital. That's certainly the vibe I'm getting right now. I have no place to put this other teleporter. I guess everything next to the giant forum is good for me, though. If it's not spiders, it's monkeys. Is that where spider monkeys come from? Good question. Just the permanent assault of all things at all times. You're dead. I mean, I much preferred the artifact that was just like, pick a faction on the map, they're gone. Pick a faction on the map, and they are destroyed. Versus this one, which seems significantly worse. Like, they don't even seem to be making their way into siege. It also doesn't spawn at vassal cities. So it seems kind of like worthless in that regard. They are sieging Underworld and Safe Word. Actually, they might be able to deal with Blint. Maybe I shouldn't knock them too hard at this point. How close are they? 4 and 4. I mean, it's a pretty long siege on all accounts. You guys are just gonna keep marching. You guys are all gonna wait. Keep going. Regardless, it shouldn't take me. We'll have this bound in another turn, and then we'll start casting that Age of Chaos. The old Death Star artifact. Yeah, it was like it replaced a faction with someone under your control. Maybe, you know what, actually, maybe I'm thinking that maybe that was the Reaper intrigue event that I'm thinking of. And I made friends with the Reaper instead of like casting him out. Now that I'm thinking deeper, that might have been the case. All right, laddies. And we got a bonus puppy dog out of it. You guys all wait here for the slowest building teleporter I've ever seen. You guys are good. You're going to wait for that other army. We've unlocked research skills. Let's take this casting point upgrade. And let's not worry about anything else. Rot steak blown up. Honestly, the only problem with the binding the magic victory right now is it's slowing down my ability to just summon an unstoppable number of troops. That was quite the combat wait. Hey, might as well. We have so many items. Like... so many items. You all go this way, this way, this way. A constant spread of chaos here is very fun. I like that, like, I clearly have picked up these berserkers from winning these fights. And then all my other armies are mostly just, like, astral monstrosities. Couple skeletons poking their heads in. Very funny, draconic skelly bones. This is really the campaign of like, oh, I can use anything and I will use everything. It's like when the computer panics and they just start doing Rally of Lieges and taking every single type of troop that they can possibly get and sticking them in an army. Yeah, look, there's another one of these barbarians. Perfect. Our Skelly Death Squad moves ahead to take care of the infestations. So we don't get burnt out healing. I guess that bird nest we can clear out. Summon Baylor. Weight of Death. Here's our last found wonder. Which means if I can get a little bit of mana, we can start casting this wind spell. You won't sell me mana. But you will buy gold. That's a curious one. Excellent. You have a rainbow clover. Pastures. So I guess let's build the teleporter here. Move up and get rid of that monster den next. Gold Bank has sent a war party. Uh-oh. Better watch out. Some of these free cities might rise up. Surrounded by monster dens. Good grief. The computer cannot handle. They cannot handle regenerating infestations. Which makes sense, because the player also cannot handle regenerating infestations. I mean, I can barely keep my borders free. Arguably, I can't keep my borders free. Perfect. This is exactly what this skeleton force is for. Very Hannibal moment. Had too much time trying to apply two creatures to each other. I've been watching all this Hunter x Hunter recently, and there's an arc I'm on right now, which is all about these things called the Chimera ants, which are just about like ants that gather all of the thing when they eat something, the thing that the next offspring they make has all those genetic traits, and they are a real horror bad guy. Just absolutely monstrous. We got, what do we got? Hunter spiders. We got animated ice bows. We got an extra phoenix. This looks like a creature cave with a plague serpent inside of it. Why not, dudes? Give me more. Give me more. More hunter spiders. More skeletons. We're ready to rock. Here comes the actual army. Slowly but surely. No, you probably don't actually want to fight that yet, but... Get rid of this monster then. Oh, nice. We got a primordial blood back out of that. Very excellent. You made a watchtower. We got level ups. This is Buckwin, who's just about taking damage, I think. Who knows, honestly. Sukong is about debuffs. We got bounties. We got messages. You're actually getting along with me somehow. Only 3 legions remain. One is about to destroy Safe Word. I don't know where all my legions are. One is about to destroy Silver Fence. And one is about to destroy Othrovicalis. But I actually don't see where they are here. Oh, it looks like they're actually burning that to the ground. They've actually won that fight. So we summoned 10 armies. And it looks like 3 of them might have succeeded. But that's as good as we get. Now, this being said, we can also make insane clay arbalist teams now. And just start making the clay armies. Watch to Overlord, the Sacred Kingdom. Now you want to play some 4X strategy and build an evil kingdom. Maybe Shadow of the Forbidden Gods. I tell you, Shadow of the Forbidden Gods is the one to do it. There's no finer be an evil, monstrous empire game than that. It is excellent fun. I can never get enough of that game. I've totally forgotten that I have 3 massive armies also sitting here just in the water. There's so many armies just napping that I can't even keep track of them all. I guess we could take this and have a spot to heal down here. Yeah, that might not be bad. Just give us the opportunity. That being said, Age of Chaos. Gesturing towards the balcony of your throne room, the chairman of the new council requests a private audience. What are we going to be known for? Mark of the Tower. +2 order affinity. Cities of this race with tier 3 generate extra Imperium. Yeah, man, why not? Chaos affinity spells cost 20% mana, world map casting points, combat casting point. Every turn in combat, a random enemy sustains 15 damage of a random type and has a base 90% chance of receiving a negative status effect. "15 turns away, babies." Wait, where am I? There's meant to be another army up here. You guys are too far. I can't stop unlocking spells.
Slaying a wizard is similar to slaying any other monster. It necessitates preparation. If your mark is prone to conjuring astral creatures...
I don't know, man. Take whatever you want. I do want to cast Fog of Insanity on my capital, though. You come down here, explore this. We'll conjure magic from the astral plane to make ourselves resistant against these fairies. And then we'll just absolutely nuke them. Misty magic combat spell. I'll just take Rainbow Clover. I didn't know you could get that from that event. You're short a skeleton, so I tell you what, you're going to take that Phoenix. And all these weird skeleton armies can just keep moving up. That's good. Looks like our boys have won that fight as well. So I don't know, man. Maybe we just come over here to Armorn. And we could blow those guys up next. I'm going to race a military victory against the magic victory. Oh my god. Specchio leveled up. We'll give him level 3 spirits. And we'll keep cruising. Chaos Geek, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chaos. It's the final countdown. If you were a god that created a world so nice and pure, would you not have doomed it to always be corrupted, thus being an evil god? Questions. I kind of wish there was an age of, I don't know, Umbral Abyss. I wish there was a victory you could do that was like you pull the world into the abyss. That's kind of what I feel like we're doing with the Age of Chaos, but not quite the same. Repelled, raid successful, and raid aborted. The assaults of the last legion have ended. It looks like they managed to succeed at taking one city. The duelist approaches us. You want to be an instructor. Man, I could be honest. I don't really care. You can be whatever you want. So what did they burn down? Did they get this city? They got this city. They didn't get either of them. And it looks like they didn't get this one either. Wow, man, that artifact event sucks. That artifact event is not so good. Let me tell you. That one is pretty garbage. You guys can vibe here for one more turn. Throw yourselves at the wall. I don't actually think I win this. It's fine. Tis no matter. Everything is just waiting at this point. The only recruited magic units get +1 rank. That's nice. Das is good. Temptation of purity could always be corrupted. But the condition is that it's nice and pure. The creation of the world is. Thank you for the hydro check. Word corrupted would not even exist because it would have no meaning. This is a fine philosophical debate. Can you corrupt something that's meant to be corrupted? Is it corruption? Another level 16 there. Marauder guards are also coming for my trees. I have a feeling I'm going to have to defend against the NPCs a lot more than the actual other goat here. Okay, we'll take Tower True Sight. You guys keep chugging along here. You're stuck. You can go in here. You guys attack this. That's a loss. That's a big loss. It's fine. They serve their purpose. Okay. You are my punch knight. Man, it's really hard for me not to take Eternal One on basically everybody. I think we'll also just start buffing armies at this point. I mean, should have done that a long time ago, but... Fog of Insanity, so anything fighting in my zone takes a bunch of penalties. Base beasts are tier 4, right? Yeah. All right, well, I don't know, summon Watchers, maybe? I don't know who needs troops. None of you guys actually need troops. Do you guys need troops? Yeah, one of you do. I imagine that was summoned at a crazy level. Nope, not actually. Veteran. Is there anything that I should be casting? How about Umbral Incursions? I could probably start dropping incursions on a lot of places. Saintspire Heroes went independent. So why don't we go burn that down and then head down to Underworld? And maybe then this army here will try to cut down and get to the other guys. Can you corrupt something that's meant to be corrupted? How to say you're a chaos cultist without saying you are a chaos cultist. Oh, okay. Spade is spade. I want to send some more guys up there. I'm not sure. Words describe reality, so a word that's only nice and pure, nothing evil and corrupted would exist. These are huge armies here. I might actually lose quite a lot of troops. No, nothing serious. Yeah, you're fine. Don't be babies. What do you mean I'm not at war with that guy? It really clearly seems like I am at war with them. What am I doing here instead? I don't even think that worked. What are these monkeys doing? Where do they even come from? Get off my back, monkeys.
Gee, Jiminy Jellikers. That's a lot of monkeys.
I don't know, man. Probably more of these dweebs. We got wailed on there outside that large monster den. Oh, my Sketlingtons. All right. Getting trash. Wow, my armies here are like actually pretty weak. Madness is no match against chaos. All attacking units are immune to insanity. Great, we heal again here. Soul, stability, knowledge. I don't know, man. Stability, I guess. There's mass hysteria. I kind of feel like Golden Horde could be fun. Oh, I do have more skeletons here. We'll bring them up. Don't need that. Blint is just withdrawn. So that's promising. Maybe he'd be getting beaten up. Don't feel like the Eldritch Gods view themselves as evil, but just a thing. Do we know any Eldritch Gods? Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to name drop, you know? More importantly, would an evil god still like their hot chocolate milk with rainbow sprinkles? Yeah. Who doesn't? You know? That's the real question. Who are the monsters out here denying hot chocolate rainbow sprinkles? Uh-oh. I dare say that looks like an army. This looks like an army that is very hostile to us. Can I stop getting attacked by Marauder Guard? That's what I would love. Marauder Guard really don't like the Age of Chaos. I'm not defending this at all. But you know what? I don't think anyone even knows where that is except for me, so maybe I'm fine. I don't know. I'm just taking random books at this point. I was like, the Baron's Palace. That sounds good. Intimidating Aura actually would be pretty good. You guys come over here. What are we? Grab an extra guard. Grab you that Astral Siphoner. Part of me is like, go for Saintspire, and then the other part of me is like, why don't we just rush the Underworld right now? And I think that is exactly what we'll do. Yep. Getting rid of that Golem mine would be nice, but it doesn't look like he has much of an army here. No, he doesn't have a small army. You have picked up a couple of Houndmasters. What's this fight looking like? Not that bad. Dun, 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 dun. What I don't want is those Houndmasters to be caught out with everything else here, so I'm just gonna vibe them. 1300. Okay. Make another pack to these guys. Setting a war party. War party. Start summoning golden hordes. Morals don't equal being good, bad. You're confusing things. They don't have the moral right. They've claimed that they have it and people accepted it out of fear. What, Eldritch Gods? Wait, I'm lost. I know I'm playing as an evil god that's going to destroy the world. I mean, I do think that, like, Eldritch Gods don't necessarily see themselves as evil because, like, literally just the concepts of what we see as humans are completely irrelevant to them. It's like they don't see good and evil. They just see the desire for hunger. For example, ooh. Yeah. There's his lord. At least that's kind of like how I've always seen Eldritch beings. Rainbow sprinkles are on top of the alignment chart. Guys, can the monkeys maybe attack the computer as well? Jesus, mother of mercy. I'm gonna lose all these heroes. Here's a question. Where's that gloom coming from? Merry Christmas, everybody. Have some free levels. You're at level 17. Target city gets draft. Target enemy army. All units in province. I mean, that's a really good spell for us to get. None of those are really worth it. I guess Bone Wyvern over Zombie is not a bad idea. Let's grab that and then worry about other stuff after. It's fine. I'm just throwing guys towards things at this point. You go there. You go there. What do you mean, leader unable to attack? Oh, because he's full of skeletons. Raises the ground. All right, these guys got to get the hell out of here. Is what's got to happen right now. And I'm not sure how possible it is. I'm going to hope that all these skeletons are enough that they can just, like, keep them busy. While we come down and siege this dweeb. And hopefully that's enough there. This is Buckwind. We'll give you Unyielding. Golden Horde is ready. I'm just gonna send out an army of swords to try and slow people down. So this guy's back here with 2018. Oh man. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess. For any nickelnacks under siege, that sounds like a him problem. Certainly not a me problem. Keep holding back here. All right, lads, I think we gotta chill out here. Impossible for a utopia to be corrupted because evil doesn't exist. I mean, again, it's like we're talking about nebulous terms here that don't have definitions, right? And we're talking about theoretical concepts that in their very existence can't have hard definitions. Because like what's a utopia for one person is not a utopia for another. What's good for someone is not good for everybody else. What's evil is different as well. So, right? Yeah. Pump the brakes. It's all good, man. It's a spirited chat. I appreciate it. Look, you know, I like when we get deep into the weeds. But we gotta be polite about it. So, and if you can't kind of like hit the same level of understanding, it's all about, you know, look, there's one thing is I'm really big on, it's trying to understand where other people come from. So anytime something happens that I'm like, oh, I don't get what they're talking about, the question for me is always like, how do we better understand then what they're talking about? I am very much obsessed with like trying to better understand people in general. What just happened here? I had more troops than them and they killed all of me and turned me into skeletons. Killed all my skeletons and turned them into more skeletons. That was rude as hell. Let's flee. Let's flee. I'm taking my dragons and I'm going home. You can have your stupid vassal city. I didn't actually want it anyway. Jerks. Jerkwads. Jerk butts. Keep cooking. All good, dudes. All good. All good. No harm, no foul. I'm not gonna like be mad at anybody for getting passionate about something, unless that passion is like passionately misogynistic or racist or something. We're talking philosophical questions here. We're looking at things that are complex and, as I said, like nebulous, that aren't hard rocked into any necessary thing. They don't necessarily have hard definitions. And we're talking about things like utopias, so it's like we're gonna come at things from different ways. But if we're getting hot about it, then yeah, we just cool. In the morning, do you put your socks on first or your pants? I'm a pants man. Socks go on last, as far as I'm concerned. Sometimes they're not going on at all. But I'm big on socks. If I sew my socks into my pants, yeah, I mean, I guess you're wearing like some sort of weird onesie then. There's a question. Does a onesie count as pants? I think so. I would think so. What happened here? A white witch has appeared from Isentur with a man, a Leonine liberator, trapped in a floating cage of ice. A white wolf, an ice spider matriarch. Wicked homage. Turn him to eternal ice. Give me city stability. Yeah, I'll take an ice spider matriarch. I love spiders. I'll add this to this random army of creatures I have here. Meow. How is my underground siege going? Pretty good. Is there a spelljammer down here? Yeah. Just gonna queue up another tentacle dude. Tentacle homie. Sock shoe, sock shoe. Or sock sock shoe shoe. Sock sock shoe shoe. I mean, socks are in the bedroom and shoes are by the front door, so I can't imagine any other way. I would never put my socks on in the front porch. But again, also, you know, I know Americans sleep with their shoes on and, you know, take showers with their shoes on and step in dog poop and then walk through people's houses with their shoes on. So I don't get the culture, frankly. Only if you do the buttons up before trying to slip it on like PJs. Socks today, pants tomorrow. Red jocks and my mind went to underwear. How you doing? Jocks and socks, baby. I really don't want to fight this fight. And I probably won't. That would be useful. Can we cast that spell we just learned? Intimidating Aura. I can't believe these two heroes got out. Not only they got out, but they got out with the Calamity Dragons as well. What do we think? Do we win this? Golem Mine. Bastion's Barricade. So they get 2 Bastions and a Iron Golem. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heroes, a Golden Golem, and the rest is just regular Golems. We have a ton of Berserkers, some Mage Banes, Astral Pulls. Not a lot of ranged, but... if we win it, this guy's dead. God, sold. Sold to the man in the yellow hat. Okay. Take some Imperium. Burn this city to the ground. What did I lose? I lost a charger, so... oh, I'm still spell jammed, right? Okay. That makes for 1 more city. I have to get there in 7 turns. That's going to be... not possible. Alright, look, you guys just hang out here for now, then. Durkog, you're going to get charge resistance so that you can't be knocked out. Remain at war, infestations. That throne still seems fine. These guys aren't really being attacked. I'm bringing back heroes to lead these armies. So pretty good. Darius taking out the puppy again. If you're all gone before I get back, see you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. No stream tomorrow. I gotta run a bunch of appointments and get ready for this trip. So the next stream will be Friday. After gym, I go 1 sock, 1 leg into pants, and then 1 shoe, then second one. All right, I can allow that. Yeah, if you're at like a gym or a pool or a spa or something like that. If you're in a change room, I could go sock, pants, shoe. Sock, pants, shoe, sock, shoe. Careful about a minute you go to a gym. A crazy worker called Turk might come and bug you. Okay, he's in there lifting weights. I keep forgetting about this army as well, but again, nothing really matters. Nothing really matters. You're a charger and you're a mage, so why don't I get rid of a charger? Put you in here. Now you're a real army. Why don't I get rid of a charger? Put you in there. Now you're a real army. Why don't I... give you another defender, and then you're a real army. Yo, what's up? You're dead. One of you guys have a skeleton or something guard, sworn guard. I don't want that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here I don't really want. Get rid of the sworn guard. Put in the astral siphoner. Okay. I'm like, what's the fastest way through here? Let's go. Those guys just wander off. Don't take that. Take disrupting weapon. Take disrupting weapon. You got yourself another level up. Well, I guess we'll go astral bond. Why not? Okay. 6 turns. Seeing as I definitely can't get to the city and siege it in 6 turns, I think I'll just pull all these armies back. I might actually teleport them. And then we'll just rip through these last 5 turns. Get him out of the way nice and easy. Get us our well-deserved victory. Is it only goblin gyms that Dirk trashes? I think so, yeah. He's got a thing about goblins. Orcs and goblins, right? They mix, but they also don't mix. It's a complicated mix. I love how many insane types of different armies we have. It's all so out of control. 5 turns. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do with you guys... let's go here, here, and here. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You guys are just going to actually plug this gap. You're going to come up here. Take care of them. Pass. Pass. Actually, camp. Four more turds. Like Agent was saying, Goblin Gym, not Goblin Gym. Goblin Gaim, not Goblin Jim. I don't have the visual context. My headcanon is Turg doesn't like a Goblin Gaims. How else are you meant to say Jim, if not exactly like Jim? Could have been a Jim, to be fair. I mean, those goblins were getting pretty buff. They had all the right equipment. They were eating a lot of rats. Goblin Jim's Goblin Jim's Goblin Jim for Goblin Gains. I don't know. We're onto something here. I love how often I just see notifications that the computer is like, they died. Whoop. I don't have enough to get my lord back. I really don't know what these dudes are doing. Nor do I care. Swing blade. Took final ultimatum. 3 more turns. Maybe it's Jim's for goblins. And now both Jim and Jim have been said too many times. I know they've all just it's completely lost meaning, lost purpose. I saw an umbral corruption over here a little bit ago, but I guess it's gone now. Rude. I forgot that we had this outpost with the teleporter. I could have done this for my final assault. Ooh, excuse me. Just sent a couple armies through here. I mean, I guess we kind of got pushed off of Armorn, so. Reapers and Umbral Mistresses, Constrictors and White Witches. You should have been with us. Belsarius, you're not joining this campaign. There's no need for that. I'm just going to spam Umbral Incursions on this city at this point. Though it's strange because I don't see where they're spawning. I don't actually see an Umbral Incursion here anywhere. So I'm starting to wonder, like, are they actually being formed? A Gaim? What's a Gaim? Oh, a Gaim. Went to school with someone who thought it was pronounced Gaim and he was 18 at the time. I mean, I've definitely been saying it Gaim ever since that Simpsons episode came out. You know, whatever 30 years ago it was. How do the Greeks pronounce it? Colosseum? I don't know. Sounds like we had a lot of fun playing Oblivion. Yeah, it was. It was a good hoot. I would certainly play more of it. Ba, ba. My am short a unit up here. I guess I could solve that pretty easy, though. All right, you guys come over here. Beat these guys up. No need to lose this outpost. There we go. There's an umbral nest. Go there, go there, go there. Camp, camp, camp. Pass. Collect it, collect it, collect it. Let's go. 2 turns. Well, so close. Love it if you stream more Oblivion. I mean, we gonna see. When we come back from vacation, Stellaris is first on the menu. And then there's gonna be more Age of Wonders, because Age of Wonders is keeping me in partnership numbers right now. Obviously, it's been doing very well for the channel. And it's doing very, very well on YouTube. So I'm inclined. I got to do a little continuation of Age of Wonders for sure. I also have a couple of builds I still really want to try out. So I've been really enjoying it. So we'll do a bit of balance with that. I'd like to do some more of the Crusader Kings Con stuff as well. It's just that the timing of the timing of everything is never working in my favor. Final ultimatum, pick another book. I guess we'll take Tome of the Demon Gate. Why not?
Those who master the art of summoning.
I like Gremlins. Whoop. That's it. This is the last turn. Did they fix anything with the leveling system in the remake? Such a love-hate relationship? Yeah, I mean, I think the way the levels work is a little bit different now, is my understanding. That's one of the few things that they did change. Just like it levels up a bit more like Skyrim. Keen for Stellaris, but you're the man when it comes to Age of Wonders. I know, I know. We do a lot of it. And I do love it, so. Yeah, they changed the leveling. They added sprint. That was another thing. But otherwise, it's mostly the same game. Like, the code is almost, is basically identical. Let's go. Independence. Day 139. Not bad. For a Chosen Destroyer run, not bad at all. I like the way that Phoenix looked behind me. Looked like I had giant flaming wings for a moment. Your people watch in awe as you stride forth, leaving madness and destruction in your wake. A red dawn shines upon the realm as you call forth the Age of Chaos. Well done, Lord of Chaos. Yeah, I mean, we spike to power so crazy on this map. I don't quite understand. I think it is 30 tiles from the altar, because there's a bunch of umbral up here somehow. There's umbral up here and over here. Oh, actually, you know what? That's from Arvani, because he also had umbral disciples, so he's probably spreading a bit up there. Maybe that's an umbral incursion, but everybody's starting off in the corners of the map. I noticed the computer does this more frequently. There's generally one person in the center and one person in every corner. And then Brassgate at the top, Underweld at the bottom. It's good. The middle was the place to be as a Chosen Destroyer. That much is for certain. Really cool continents. Continent map is by far my favorite. I think I kind of like only want to play on the continent map from now on. At least for the most part. It just seems to be way more interesting. So what happened in this campaign? We grew and we fought just constant battles. You can actually see here, Titania starts getting really strong early on. And then we start doing battles and we're dropping at like the same time because we're just killing all of each other's units, I guess. It's not really until we take not even High Throne. We're still like the same power here. It's when we take Oleanus, this is where the game changes for us. Because suddenly our town goes from like size 13 to size 17 or something. And then when we take Dawntree, it's like another ton of population on top of it. And you can see like we are, turn 74, we are in last place. Turn 94, 20 turns later, I am in first place. That is how much we gained from just burning down a single faction. Knocking them out. And then it's a lot of artifact hunting for a while until we just beeline towards Ruffheim, wipe out the rest of them. Nobody really seems to struggle much from the summon that we do. You know, we get it right about here. And you can see like nobody points go down. That guy does lose Silver Fence. It's like the one city that gets burned. But his power actually still keeps going up. His score keeps going up. And then, yeah, this guy is just boxed into a corner as we're wailing on everything else. All in all, pretty good campaign. A lot of fun, this one. We haven't done a Chosen Destroyer in a while, so it was nice to revisit it. I feel like it's super... I don't know why it got such a buff. It already felt really powerful. Now it's just like crazy busted. Can you imagine if we didn't have regenerating infestations on this map? I would have had 9 armies in every direction fighting everything around us. I would have completely steamrolled this map if it wasn't for the regenerating infestations. Though they did also provide me with a lot of like random units, which was cool. For sure, we are ascending him into the Pantheon. And I think maybe Desecrator, summon a Cursed Ogre. Certainly he was a Desecrator. Shadow Shaper gives him a Will Thief. And allows him to create Treacherous Reflections. That could kind of be fun. I don't think we have a character who has Shadow Mirror. And a Will Thief is an Umbral Demon as well. Yeah, let's take that one. That's kind of like 2 summons for him then. $11 levels? I actually thought it was going to be way more than that. Based on how insane our infestation, our heroes, and like the tome unlocking was, but... I guess I wasn't crafting any items, which is where I tend to get a lot of points. Nor completing bounties or anything like that. Wow, bounties give you 100 points each. Dope. Dope. Another campaign for the books. Folks, thank you so much over on YouTube for joining us. If you stuck it through all the way, let me know in the comments what kind of campaign you want to see next, because I probably won't see it until we're back from vacation. And then, you know, I can actually maybe play that one next. We have a couple in mind. I have a couple in mind, but definitely stay tuned. They'll be coming out on the regular. So thank you so much for joining us in the meantime. Until next time.